Hi everyone. Today I would like to introduce about how to create a Gitcoin grant, and also after you create your grant, what happens. And firstly, I would like to introduce a little bit about what is Gitcoin. Gitcoin, it is a platform to build and fund the open web together. So on Gitcoin, we would like to encourage the open source software and also to connect the community to develop the digital public goods and also to help the open source software. So how to create a new grant on Gitcoin? So we would like to go to the product and the grant and the create grant. Okay, after you create grant, yes, you will see a page for create a grant. And here, there is an open grant guide. You can click. Okay, the first tab is fund a grant. Yeah, here it is for the donator. But if you would like to create a grant, you can click the start a grant. Here, there are some explanation for the grant. Okay, before you create a grant, you need to understand, okay, for my project, I will have a clear project title and also description, and maybe you will have some roadmap on some plans, and also you will have an Ethereum address. It is to receive the donations. And also in the grant details, you need to introduce yourself and your team. Okay, and then let's go into details. Here, because this is just an example grant, so I will not have project logos. Yeah, if you have your own project, you need to upload your project logo here. And also for the details and descriptions. Yeah, in descriptions, I would like to encourage you to fill in what you have achieved for now and what are your roadmap, your plans, and if this is an if this is an open source software project, maybe you would like to introduce a little bit about your architectures. And next is the project website. Yeah, I just gave an example. And the team member here, it is your team for this grant. Yeah, and also for your project. Yeah, you can input the Gitcoin handle. And next to is one is project Twitter handle, and the next is your personal Twitter. And the next is GitHub, and also your region. Yeah, you need to fill in your region. And next part is funding information. In the funding information, you can choose Ethereum or maybe other chains. And yeah, here you need to be careful. Yeah, because for the Ethereum wallet address, you need to fill in the correct one. You don't want to the donation to others' wallet. Is that right? Okay. And the next is for the external funding. Yeah, for example, if you already have VC funding, you need to, yes, my project has raised the external funding. Yeah, but yeah, you need to make it transparency here. And the last part is for the categories. And yeah, you can see the debt or infrastructure, NFT or community or DOC. And also there are tags here. After you fill in all the information above, you can create the, yeah, click the create grant. Yeah. And once your grant created, you can see that, okay, this grant is not active. It is because after you create your grant, you need to wait for the approval for your grant. And for now, you cannot do anything for your grant. You just need to wait for the approval. Okay. And yeah, during the waiting, there is a very useful link in the knowledge base. It is in the support.gitcoin.co, and under the grant round FAQs, there is why isn't my grant active? Okay, so we can go into here. Yeah, in this post is very useful for new grantee. Yeah, because there is a vivid picture to explain it for the grant verification process. And also there is a link you can yeah, go through your grant status. Is public grant approval oversight. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, here is, this is my first grant for testing. Yeah, we can see here. Yeah, okay, so once my grant approved, okay, we can see an example. Yeah, here it's 38.96. This is approved for this grant. Yeah, and most grant it is under review. Okay, so ideally the grant review, it is in 1 or 2 days, but for now we have many grants. Yeah, you can see here, it's under review. Yeah, so maybe it will take about a week also, but we will try our best to get your grant reviewed by the GR12. Yeah, it is start from the 1st December. Yeah, so this is for the grant active. And the last is about, yeah, in my grant details here, if I filled in a wrong address, how to change my address? Yeah, so this is a very great question. Yeah, if you fill in a wrong address, you can go to the GitHub, the Gitcoin GitHub, and raise a new issue here. Here is an example. I want to change my wallet address for the grant, and you need to sign in your GitHub handle, and here list your grant link and also your new address. Okay, so let's do it. Create your new grant for your open source software project or for your Ethereum community.